everyone, it's Warren from NQ Explorers. Another bush video in far north Queensland. This is the site of a very small settlement which existed during the time of the First World War. They were mining molybdenite, which was used for steel manufacture during the war. After the war, the town just vanished. 1921 it was all gone. It didn't really comprise much more than a shop slash post office and 3 or 4 houses to service the little mine that was here. So that may have been a population of less than 30 people. I really don't know. And like probably maybe 6 years existence. So we're going to do a few hours in here today and see if we can find some relics. There may not be much left here because that's a very short period of occupation. I came in here about a week ago without the detector on foot, discovered some old bottles broken and that sort of thing, which indicated the site. It took quite a while to reference this place because it was not much about it available information wise. I did find it on Google Earth and I drove in and had a look around. Pretty confident this is the spot, so we're looking forward to finding some nice relics in here today. Thanks for watching. Well, this is my first true relic. I've done a bit of iron and lead. I don't know what it is. It's a little knurled knob with patent written on it, maybe off a hurricane lamp or something. Have a look at this beautiful old mauve purpley bottle here. Pity that's not complete. Well, there's a lot of surface iron here. I've run the iron audio up to 40 on the AT Pro, but I just got this lovely little 2-ring pistol bullet. Looks like it might have hit something, or not, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that was the first real old relic I got from the site, and Colin's just dug a 303 bullet. Well, I enjoy their luxuries up here. I just found this as a surface find. It's the lid off an old Cadbury's chocolate tin. I've not found one of those before. It's a nice old relic actually. Well, I just got one of my old favourites up here, the ubiquitous brass button. Early 20th century, late 19th century. Solid 60 on the AT Pro. Excelsior. There we go, Excelsior brand clothing. Nice one. This may be another brass button, 2 inches. I can't see it on the surface. Very similar reading to the one of that Excelsior brand button I just got. Let's have a look at this one. I'll be one scrape away from revealing it, I think. Won't be much soil cover on it because the ground's so hard and dry out here. It does get a lot of rain in the wet season, of course, but quite arid most of the year. Like now, it's very dry. There's no water around at all. Middle of the dry. Okay, got him here. Pretty sure it's going to be another little button. No, that's a shell. Looks like it's, unfortunately it's topless, and it's a beautiful old Holbrooks bottle. Holbrooks and Company. Look at that. Oh, bummer. Gee, that's in good condition other than the break off the top. Lovely. Okay, this one's a very high 85, 86. I can't walk past this one. It's only indicating 2 inches, so we'll be gentle here and see what comes out. That's glass. Promising. Lovely clean signal, isn't it? It's a beautiful old buckle. Look at that. Hasn't got the pin. It's a beauty. A bit of bridle wear, I suppose, or saddle or something like that. There's a lovely old surface relic here. It's the front part of a front fork of a bicycle. Check that out. It's an old unit, that one. Wonder where the rest of the bike is. Why just part of it be here? Very mysterious. Got a very consistent, very solid 75 here. Or, no, it's a solid 76 actually, it's just gone up a bit. Solid 76, 2 to 4 inches. So, come on this way so the shadow's not on, but sounds good. Might be a decent find this one because there's no tone roll and definitely no iron audio on it. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Oh, it's out here. Bit of tone up now. That could be the angle of the target. On this side here, see what we get. I don't see anything come out, so. Oh, have a look at this. It's a little bit of costume jewellery, look at that. That is a ripper. Solid 76, it's got some sort of thistle leaf in the centre. And there's a little ring where it was. I'll give that a clean and we'll have a look at what that is. Well, I can see now why it was such a high tone. It is sterling silver, look at that. That is an unbelievable find out here. Someone's, that's not costume jewellery, that's a fair dinkum piece of jewellery. That'll be hallmark. That was a really solid tone in all directions. And the 76 definitely up in the silver range, so well, let's check that hole, make sure there's no more of it left there. Well, there it is. Colin just had a look at it and identified it for me. It's a beautiful sterling silver brooch. Flower, motif perhaps. Looks like the flower's missing. And it's hallmarked on the back, up the top there. Above my thumb is the hallmark, so I'll identify that to silversmith and hopefully get a year and everything. Looks like there's been a pin through the back and it's been a little brooch, but that's not a cheap bit of costume jewellery, that's sterling silver. Well, hot on the heels of that sterling silver brooch, I got this target, which I thought was a button, but I think it's a bell, a squashed bell. See the slot there? The little ball might still be inside it, but I'm pretty sure that's a bell. I'm going to do a live dig here. Colin's got a 79. Bounce around a little bit with tone roll. There's not much iron audio on it though. A little bit on the edges. Quite a few old bottles laying around the place, but not great numbers of them. Given that the town was only occupied for 5 or 6 years, that's not surprising. We've got tobacco tins and matchboxes too. Actually, this spot just here where we're digging isn't very far from that fork of that old bicycle that I filmed earlier on. So I sort of walked past this spot, missed it. Oh, it's out the side there, is it? Yeah, it's out there. 80. That's getting better. I think it's out in the Malach heap, isn't it? In there? Maybe? Just pro point it. Try the pro pointer. Oh, it's a bottle top. Flat bottle top, highly conductive. We just got this little relic. It was a shallow surface find. What's it say on it?
Best English steel needles. And it's got a number 190 or...
Might be sewing machine needles or something maybe.
It could be.
I don't know. Must have been a little like a tube type tin. It's a little tiny lid. It was only a 50-52. Yeah, but if it hasn't got if it's got a brand name on it, we'll put that on the video. Colin's just got this lovely cap. I think it's aluminium, is it? What's it say?
It says British made. I think that's Yardley, Y-A-R-D-L-E-Y-S, established 1770.
Yardley's. Is that it's not cosmetics, is it?
Don't know.
Oh, okay. Little alloy cap of screw cap of some sort of tin or something. Established 1770. Well, it's an old company. I'll check that out. I just got this item. I'm not sure what it is. It's like a little hinge in the top and punched pattern on it. Don't know what that is. Just got a nice little old bit of costume jewellery relic on the surface here in the 40s. Looks like some sort of butterfly with a stone attached on the edge of the old road. This is the old road here. This is actually the main street. And the Land Rover just parked over there to the right. Here's the little item we found. You can see it there. It's a 43, Collins informs me. It's got a little blue stone on it. And what is it, like a butterfly or a wing or something?
Yeah, it looks like the other bit might be
Oh,
broken.
I see. It is a butterfly, you're right. There's the body and one wing with the blue stone on the end. That's a nice little surface find. Well, we can scan the ground here and see if there's any more of it, but I guess it was left behind because it was broken.
Looks like it was a pin.
Yeah. Nice.
Hmm.
Well, this was the main street when the town was established during the period of the First World War, and everything was gone by 1921. So we just found that little butterfly brooch that was broken on the edge of this main street, and so we're going to, Colin's just working along the old footpath there. There's very few buildings here, and back down that way down the main street. We'll just go up and down here because maybe the horses and buggies and coaches pulled in this area, and that's why we're getting a couple of, because just down there past that second anthill was where I got that sterling silver brooch. So the ladies were promenading up and down the street here. Well, my next target is this buckle, perhaps a lady's buckle. It's only a small width belt, or maybe suspenders, I'm not sure. Brass with a steel pin that has since rusted. Well, we've just had a bit of lunch and a cold drink. Wandered on the other side of the road to where I believe the main part of the town was, and I found the first remnants of a building, the old timber stumps, the old ironbark stumps. This is quite a large building actually. May have been the shop, post office. It's a large L-shaped building. And so Colin's come over, she's going to try around these stumps, see if there's any pennies or anything in there that were used as shims. There's bits of concrete here, and there's the ant caps off the tops of the stumps. Just over to the side here, we've got a nice solid signal. And then out this came. Some sort of old gilt costume jewellery. Still got quite a bit of gilt on it there actually. Might have been some sort of, no, it's pressed tin, typical Victoriana. Nice one. Well, I've just shown this to Colleen, and as she quite correctly points out, it's probably off a furniture item because it's got, you can see this tiny little tack in the end of it there, where it's come off. It's been some sort of gilt, maybe off a dressing table or a set of drawers, a chest of drawers or something like that. Well, I just got a similar find to what Colleen got before lunch. It's a English Steel Needles Best Shrimpton Company or something. That's curious. A little, no, I think there might be a tube of sewing needles, as we're not really sure, but I'll research that. Next target is a clock cog. Okay, we've got a big solid 80 here. Very shallow, might just be a alloy lid or something. Oh, it's the internals of a clock. Yeah, one of those Ansonia clocks or something, I think. Nice.
Good signal.
Yeah. Okay. Colin's just got a nice little find over here. She's looks like she's picked herself up a clock key. The actual key part, the swivelling handle part of it anyway. Maybe there's a shaft that's missing. Not sure. But that's a nice little item, that. What was the idea on that?
I think it's about 60.
Hmm. This is a lovely solid 53. It's just got a best ring edge button. Early 20th, late 19th century. Still got some of the silver plating on it. It's a nice old relic. Auntie Mary's baking powder. Is the best. Well, we've just had a cup of tea and we're going for a little wander for the last half hour before we head home, and I've been rewarded with a coin under this old bush. It's a penny. It's a solid, very solid signal. Australian Commonwealth penny, 1915, which fits right into the time of the township, First World War. What a beauty. That's in great condition too. I'll give it a clean and we'll have a look at it. Well, there it is. It's a glorious 1915 penny, and look at the condition of that thing. Very arid climate out here, so that's not to be surprised, but it looks like it was fairly new when dropped. Like I said, the town was all gone, there's the king, before 1921, so this coin probably was very close to new when it was dropped. Beauty. Just on our final wander back to the Land Rover after that penny, And I found a little bit of history here. Look, it's one of the original town survey pegs. This would date from 1914, 1915. So this is a pegged allotment. I think they're all quarter-acre blocks. So there's a big row of them here. These all line up. So I suppose there'll be some other pegs here, but that's a beauty old hardwood peg, survey peg, still in the ground. Well, as a further note to that survey peg I just showed you, this town actually still exists, which sounds a bit silly, but it's still a surveyed, gazetted town, and it is state land. It's owned by the Crown and unallocated, and the allotments still exist on the town plan, although no one owns any of them, just the state. So that's was surveyed by the Surveyor General or his representative way back in the First World War as a pegged out. They pegged the whole town, but there was only 5 or 6 houses ever eventuated, and by 1921 they're all gone. So it is still a gazetted township. Well, we're going to wrap up our little relic hunt here now. We've got a 3-hour drive home, so we'll head off shortly. Probably have a cup of tea before we go. Hope you enjoyed that little outing. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now.